I feel stupid. Oh, God.
Welcome to On the Other Hoof. We are 1 year old today. This day last year, On the Other Hoof video started for the York Ebor meeting. Our casino got beat. It was a horrible day, but we are 1 year old, and we thought we'd have a dance to celebrate that. So I hope you danced along to the intro of Come On Eileen. I'm joined by Adam Webb and Michael Andrews. Adam, who has made the very quick trip back to Liverpool from your races today. Well done for joining us, Adam.
No worries.
1 year old today. It doesn't feel that too long ago that we started doing the videos, actually, did it?
No, it feels a lot less, and I can't believe we're a year old already.
Yeah, it's sort of readily flown by. What we sort of thought we'd start off as doing is sort of like a favourite moment, if you will. We've already had a few people tweet in saying congratulations for making it to a year. Your videos are fantastic. Blah, 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 blah. We'll get to them a bit later on, but from us three, with the original three would say Callum joined a few days later. But Adam, if you've got a favourite memory or favourite nap, which they come.
I have a few memories. One of my personal favourites was telling you to F off in the Melbourne Cup video, but it wasn't caught on audio, which I was so pleased with. All you see is my mouth move and you react in that way. Other good memories. Oh, there's plenty of them. It's like sometimes I watch the videos back and there are just little nuggets of gold. I think Michael's faces is one. When I steal a selection and his face, and there was one I watched the other day. I think it was January, and I go, and it's good order, and you just say, oh. there's little things in each video, but just, yeah, it's little things that I love.
A favourite nap of yours? It's got to be Capca de Cerisi.
Yes! Capca de Cerisi is my favourite nap. I was on an 18-run losing streak, and it saved me. But then, what then put that into pale insignificance was that Mr. Elder went and put Miss Capicella at 50-1. So my moment in the sun was about half an hour, and then Luke was just like...
Yeah, no, it was. Michael, a favourite moment or favourite nap that you put up, or anything?
I think Adam's just a par nap was one of my favourites. 4-7, getting that one beat. That was something, because you hadn't had a winner. When was Captain Cerisi? What?
After that, actually, to make it worse, it was 2-7, not 4-7.
Which makes it even better, Adam, of course.
Yeah. No, it's been really, really good. Just like Cheltenham as well this year was amazing. Actually, on the videos, I think Nick Schofield, having him on the video, that felt like seriously real and everything. That would probably be one of my favourite moments. But yeah, it's just great. I think just the whole conversation and the whole just kind of, it's quite easy going, and we just say what we think, and we're as honest as we can be with most of what we do, and just go along with that. And if you like it, then that's really good. And obviously we've done quite well, and thanks for everyone's support.
Yeah, I mean,
I have one more good memory. Sorry, Royal Ascot. I really enjoyed them whole 5 days. It was just doing a video every night, and it was consistent, and I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. But as Michael said, we couldn't do these videos. We couldn't do them without you, basically, without any of you guys watching. We're almost at 20,000 views for the whole year. So 20,000 people have taken their time to watch 4 20-ish-year-olds talk about racing is pretty surreal. I mean, this time a year ago, we were all sort of internet bloggers that wanted to write about racing and were one day dreaming of working in racing. And now we've all pretty much achieved them goals. So it's been a pretty rapid year for us. But I'm looking forward to the next year with you guys somehow. And I do agree with Michael that Nick Schofield was probably the high point of having him on. And he has also agreed to come on for next year as well. So we look forward to having him on once more. But now, to get started on what we apparently do best, according to you guys, and get into the previews. But for the second night running, I will remember to do something that Adam always has a go at me for. If you've got any questions or fancies, please send them in. If you're new to this, very good. tweet at LukeElder13, at AdamWeb121, or at MyTenantYours. Tweet a question or a fancy to us, and we will read it out at the end of the video. If you've got a favourite memory yourself, you've been with us for a long time, and you've got a favourite nap that you've actually backed because one of us has tipped up. Usually it goes the other way. If we tip it up, you don't back it, but especially Adam. But if you've got a favourite nap, a favourite memory throughout all of our videos, please let us know. We'd love to hear from them if there's anything we've missed out. But get your fancy selections, questions in for tomorrow for day 2 of the York Ebor meeting. But now we should get underway with it. The 155 is what we start off with, the DBS Premier Yearling Stakes over 6 furlongs. And it's a tough start, I'm not going to lie. It's a very tough start to tomorrow's card. Cool Company is probably the class act that comes into it. But I don't know, you'd be a brave man for taking Cool Company in this field tomorrow, wouldn't you, Adam?
I'm actually really against him tomorrow. I just think his optimum conditions are a small field where he can dominate, and I just think tomorrow he's going to be found out. Even with the he's got the penalty as well. The one I'm going to go with is Valley of Fire, who's already won over course and distance on debut, and he only won by a nose. But I just think with William Haggis, I think there's plenty of improvement to come, and I think he'll be one that I'm interested in for this race. Others as well. I was interested in New Providence as well, but I'm not so sure. Just looking down. Rudy could be a big price.
New Providence is more of an each-way shot. I think he's one that's come early.
Yeah. Also, I think Rudy could be a big price, but I'd want to be taking Cool Company on at them prices. I think he's too short.
Yeah, no, agreed with that. Personally, for me, I'd go for Fast Act, who I believe has been priced annoyingly, but the form last time between Cotai Glory looks fairly solid. Cotai Glory looks an absolute speedball, and Goodwood would have suited there. Fast Act, I think, was the one that actually hindered Beacon, one of Adam's favourite 2-year-olds of the season. But Fast Act, this looks a much weaker race. Cool Company, for me, is a small field bully. I think he's one that has to get to the lead, and there has to be no pressure on him whatsoever, but then he can battle on and be his sort of brave, tenacious, usual self. Tomorrow I think he might struggle with a few others wanting to go for the lead. And finally they're getting the message with Flyball. He needs to go up in trip. He's not a 5 furlong horse. He's probably not even a 6 furlong horse. Next year, over sort of a mile, them sort of trips in handicaps, he'll be very interesting. But for me tomorrow, it's all about Fast Act. I agree with Adam, though, that Rudy could be potentially overpriced. Michael, your selection for the first.
I must admit, I think all us three looked at this race and think this is why we have Callum on and not the other, because this is really not my kind of race whatsoever. I also agree with Adam. I can't have Cool Company. The small field thing is something that I think is really important for him. He just seemed to really struggle when he was running at Royal Ascot, and I think that is not, he's capable of a lot better. And I'd say that he deserves to be top weight. He deserves to be favourite, but he's got to give away certain amount of weight. How much is it? £7, I think. To what I think is there could be a decent horse in here, and I think none more so than Marquez, which me and Callum saw, and Callum backed at Goodwood, and he was really annoyed, shall we say, to say he got beat by Son of Africa, who was his second selection. And that day I read a press release when I was in the press room at the end of the day, and they said that they blamed his slow start as a result. At Goodwood, I always say, and I'll say this later on, and I'll say it throughout the whole day, and when I was at the whole meeting of Goodwood, I thought because of the fast ground, it's very difficult to make up ground from the back of the field, and because he was slowly into stride, as a result, he had to make up a lot of ground, and there was not that many horses who were coming from the back to win at Goodwood 2 weeks ago. So I think he ran really well that time, and I think York will see him. So yeah, Marquez is a much better price in comparison to Cool Company for me. So Marquez about 12 to 1, I think. Fast Act's interesting, and I can't say that it was his fault or his jockey's fault for the Beacon. Richard Hughes went for a gap that was certainly not there and never was going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Twitter bore the onslaught on Richard Hughes because he's riding a short price favourite that didn't win, even though it probably wouldn't have won anyway for me. But moving on towards the second race, I was seeing a few of you are actually sending in your favourite moments on the other HOOF. We'll read them out at the end. There are a few funny ones in, but keep them coming in if you've got any favourite moments for a 1-year anniversary here on the other HOOF. The same goes for fancies or selections. As always, along with a couple of questions would always be appreciated for the end of the video. But we move on now to the Lowther Stakes, won last year by Lucky Crystal. It looks like a bloody good race again, actually, with the likes of Tiggy Wiggy, Anthem Alexander, Cursory Glance, and Patience Alexander as well. For me, I just wanted to put this out there. Anthem Alexander looked all speed for me at Royal Ascot and really, really impressed me when beating Tiggy Wiggy. The step up 6 furlongs I see as a huge negative, and I thought maybe she might take her chance in the Nunthorpe. Obviously, Eddie Lynham's already got soul power for that, but if I were the owners, I'd probably want to take that £27 allowance and sort of test yourself against the older horses. But 6 furlongs for me seems a bit of a odd sort of move, if I'm honest. Michael, would you be with Anthem Alexander or Tiggy Wiggy?
I must admit, I've looked at this race and I thought this is a really good race, like really, really good race to watch. Anthem Alexander versus Tiggy Wiggy again, and then also you can throw in Cursory Glance. Patience Alexander wasn't too far away. Also Royal Ascot. Those would be the top ones. You don't really know what Sulalat is going to be like, but I think Tiggy Wiggy and Anthem Alexander should be the two here. I can see why Tiggy Wiggy is shorter. Obviously gets £3 this time and seemed to really improve at Newbury.
Yeah.
But personally, at those prices, I'd always be tempted to go for Anthem Alexander. And I can understand he looks all speed, but in the same way, and maybe he did have the run of the race. I can really see why Tiggy Wiggy is shorter. But then in the same way, I don't think Anthem Alexander has done anything wrong to be such a big pricing comparison. So on the prices, I'll be going to Anthem Alexander, but I really think there's not much between them. Really, really, really tight that is.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Anthem Alexander. Just can't really see 6 furlongs suiting. I wouldn't be surprised if she won, but I just think that 5 furlongs is more her sort of style, especially at the moment. But Tiggy Wiggy obviously boosted that form at Newbury when very, very impressive. And Adam, me and you thought that Tiggy Wiggy would probably be outpaced in that when.
I felt so stupid when, as soon as the stalls open, I knew what the result was going to be, because she literally just took off out the stalls with Richard Hughes, and I just thought, oh, God's sake, I've got that completely wrong. Although I did say that Haxby would run a big race, I was pleased with that. I'm actually all over Anthem Alexander here. I just think that she has tried 6 furlongs before, but that was on soft ground, and I'm definitely going to forgive that. She was in season when she won second time out, and then went to Royal Ascot, and I was really impressed with her there. I think I do agree with Luke. I do think that they should have gone. I think they should have gone for the Nunthorpe, but I think coming here, I know they've got soul power in the Nunthorpe, but I just think coming here against Tiggy Wiggy, I think she can beat her again. And I'm not disrespecting Tiggy Wiggy at all. Cursory Glance for me, I think already wants to step up in trip, and that's not me crabbing the horse either. I thought her Royal Ascot win was really good, but I just think already she wants 7 furlongs, maybe even a mile by even the end of this season, and she looks a potential Guineas horse, but I think in this race I'd rather be on Anthem Alexander at them prices anyway. So
enough. I was expecting it to be a clean sweep of Tiggy Wiggy, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah. Also, can I mention Patience Alexander? One of our regular watchers, Tom Woodyer, backed her last time out, telling me it was a certainty, and she came last of 4 at Haydock in the nursery handicap. So yeah, sorry, Woodyer.
I don't think it was her fault she got beat last time.
Oh no.
I think she was trying to give Profitable a colt, and a good colt at that. I think it was something like £24. And for a 2-year-old filly to do that, that's just a huge ask. It was a really weird race to take her to. Whether she had a bit of fitness and wanted to get her ready for this York run, I'm not sure, but it just seemed a really odd bit of placement. But for me, I'm all over Tiggy Wiggy tomorrow. I'm a big fan of Anthem Alexander, not true. But no, for me, Tiggy Wiggy, I was in the same sort of boat as Adam was before the Super Sprint at Newbury. I thought that she may lack a little bit of pace, but that seemed completely idiotic after the race. But 6 furlongs, I think, will still be a perfect trip for her. And I wouldn't put you off her for the Guineas next year. She's obviously got to come a long way until that time. But no, for me, I'm a big fan of Tiggy Wiggy, and I'm surprised none of us really gave Cursory Glance a bit more of a shout, really.
Well, I gave her a mention. I just think she wants to step up in trip, and she's a very good filly, but I just think the step up in trip will suit her.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So moving on to the next, and a big handicap, which is Michael Andrews' apparent speciality. I'm not sure the last time he actually tipped a winner in these races, but we'll go to Adam first because it's one of his favourite horses in training. Red
Oh,
Avenger,
stop it!
blinkered first time, won at Goodwood, beating Heavy Metal. That was my bet of the week, so we both had a good cry about that. Red
Together.
tomorrow, doesn't he, Adam?
Oh, Red Avenger. Well, I said to myself after Goodwood I was never going to back him again, and then I saw James Dorr was booked, and I'm half tempted. I think he's got to go in with a big chance. I actually think 11 to 1 is quite a big price. Um, I'm going to mention somebody else who watches this show, Ross Moynan. Parbold has actually been gelded since his last run.
Stole my joke!
Oh, so, well, you can make it as well. I'll let you make it in a second. The one that I actually like in this, it's not really a big price, but Gabriel's Kaka. With George Challoner claiming free, I think that the ground is going to suit him perfectly, and I thought he wasn't given the best ride at Sandown by Frankie Dettori last time out.
Best?
Not the best.
Bloody awful!
Yeah, I was being polite with the way I put it.
15 legs lined up, turning for home.
Okay, fair enough, and it was an awful ride then. But I was saying it in a nice way, so I don't come across as a horrible person. But yeah, I think George Challoner is an eye-catching booking, and he takes free off, and I'm quite sweet on Gabriel's Kaka. I know that Callum is very sweet on Bronze Angel, and he was saying why earlier, so he thinks he's handicapped to win. Just looking through the rest of the field, any bigger price? No. Gabriel's Kaka is going to be for selection, but I don't think I'm going to back Red Avenger tomorrow. I'm going to leave him, and if he wins, then Twitter. I'll go into meltdown on Twitter.
You backed him last time he won, Adam.
No. Well, I backed him the time before when he won at Haydock, and then I had to wait a whole year, and then I got to Goodwood, and he was speaking to me before the race, and he went to me, "Do you fancy Red Avenger?" I was like, "Nope." He's like, "Yeah, but he's got first-time blinkers." I thought, well, they may sharpen him up. Oh.
Is the quote after from Ed Dunlop was they tried him in blinkers at home and he took off.
Like a Ferrari. I was just, oh, I don't know what I felt worse for though, was the fact with your Eat Trade Double intrinsic, or the fact that he'd won.
It just hurt so much.
Heartbreaking. Man.
He's back earlier on, and it brought back really bad memories. Michael, your speciality, a massive handicap. Help us out here.
I don't know. I feel like going through all the horses, but I'm not going to do an Adam. We'll let Adam do that for the St. Ledger, shall we?
Don't worry with the Ledger. I've only got one horse for Ledger, so we'll be fine.
For the someone asked about Top Notch Tonto. Matthew Kirby said, "Will we see the real Top Notch Tonto tomorrow?" It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that because he hasn't.
Just something to say on that. Sorry to interrupt. They had Brian Ellison on Racing UK earlier on. And he said that there is rain about tonight, so Top Notch Tonto would look to be running if that rain did come, and sort of put a bit of ease in the ground. He says he doesn't want heavy ground, but he wants a softer side of good, just a bit of spring in the ground. He also said that he's been absolutely flying at home, and he's just taken a while to get over the Ascot run last year when chasing home Olympic glory, obviously. So if it's the Top Notch Tonto of old, it could be very hard to beat here, but don't know if that answers his question, but back to you, Michael.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. Yeah, I think with the he's got top weight, but with Mikey Ennis taking off 7, he's right there in the mix with some exposed handicappers, you could say, really. So yeah, it's a good point. If he is ready to go and he's back to his best, he's got a very good chance. I must admit, I'm one of the first to say I didn't think his runs last year were the most, the Haydock win. I think the Kiwi 2 was good, but the Haydock win, I can't say that was strong form whatsoever. I'm the first to admit that. Gabriel's Kaka, I can completely see the line on that. Boom and Bust, I'm a massive fan of. I'm sure Prince of YEAAH is going to win some point this year. I've backed him all year so far.
Every single run.
Not quite every single run. I've managed to survive a few times with not knowing he was running, and so I managed to keep my money in my pocket. But I'm sure he's going to win at some point. I just question he just doesn't seem to be. He normally has one win, and he's just seemed to be pulling it a bit too short at the moment. So perhaps he's regressing. Santa Fizio, I thought there was going to be something after that run in the Royal Hunt Cup, but he hasn't shown anything since. Red Avenger, if Adam's not backing it, then you probably should. Lump on. I must admit, I completely agree with Callum, and I'm a massive fan of Bronze Angel. After he won the Cambridgeshire, actually, when I was there, when Frank had a racecourse gallop. And obviously Bronze Angel hacked up here in really, really impressive fashion. 3 starts ago. and then ran okay at Ascot in the international stakes, and then was unlucky. Again, he was slowly into stride. I've spoken about Goodwood already. That wouldn't help. But his run here over the course and distance 3 starts ago, okay, that was definitely weaker, but he won that by 2.5 lengths, and it was very, very comfortable for Martin Dwyer. And I think Marcus Tregoning told him that day this horse should win. And I think he's got a really, really good chance. That one stands out for me in the whole field. Parbold Ross Moynihan.
Moyen, I think.
He's standing on the cliffs of Dover somewhere, patiently waiting for his money to be returned. But yeah, Bronze Angel really, really stands out for me. I'll probably have to have something on Prince of Johan just in case. But Top Notch Gentle, I agree with Matthew Kirby. You know, if he is back to his best, he's only carrying 9 stone 3. He's right amongst them.
I don't know why Ross Moynihan's at the cliffs of Dover. He needs to be up at the Yorkshire Dales, falling down them.
Well, he's in Ireland. Well, he is in Ireland, so
be closer to getting his money then with Parbold. With me, I'm actually going for the Marcus Tregoning pair, Boom and Bust, who I heard all about from Michael at Goodwood last year when losing out to Garswood. But this is actually the first time Boom and Bust takes on handicap company since finishing 3rd in the Cambridgeshire. Not the Cesarewitch Michael, the Cambridgeshire.
Yeah, I was waiting for that joke.
And that was when behind Bronze Angel. That was off a pound higher. Joe Doyle takes off an extra 5, so effectively £6 lower than when 3rd in the Cambridgeshire. And he always seems to run his race. Since then, in the last 2 years, has been taken on group and listed companies. So a drop down to maybe a slightly easier race, if you can call it that, at all. I think Boom and Bust could be ready to go and should give a good showing tomorrow from the front.
How long ago did Boom and Bust win, though?
A good while ago. A good while ago.
2012.
Yeah. Well, since then he's been running good races though in probably company he's not good enough for.
Yeah. No, I just think he's a place horse. I just think he loves play.
Yeah. Well, at 25-1. I mean, I'm not suggesting back it win only. But the other one is Bronze Angel, who Callum Liddell kindly pointed out that I was wrong about earlier on. And watching the race back at Goodwood, he's got to have a huge chance. He was drawn horribly in stall 22. Then Red Avenger did him no favours up the home straight, about 2 furlongs out, almost took him out completely. Really checked his run, then got regathered up on the outside and was finishing like an absolute train behind Red Avenger and Heavy Metal. I think that's a really, really strong race. So Bronze Angel for win purposes, but each way I wouldn't put you off Boom and Bust. He's one that wouldn't want too much rain, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if the heavens did open. From one wide open race to one race that it should be a formality.
Sure.
With the beautiful, gorgeous Tagruda, who takes on the Yorkshire Oaks fields. And in fairness, there's nothing there to really suggest anything else but a Tagruda domination tomorrow. Michael, can you see anything but that?
No, all I've written in my notes is Tagruda, which pretty much sums up my view on the race. Talent has been pretty disappointing this year. Tassaday one last time out, but you know that's just not the form. She's got to give Tagruda a ridiculous amount of weight. I'm not even going to bother counting it. Tagruda hasn't got to worry, even off level weights. I'm pretty sure Tagruda could beat that one. Same for Venus de Milo. Lustrous as well. Volume ran okay, but we're still putting her place by Tagruda. Tapestry, no. Yeah, it's just all about Tagruda. I can see why she's so prominent in the market. They only play 2 places, so yeah, if you can get a forecast down, that would be all right. But I wouldn't really know where to go. And to be honest, when it comes to this kind of racing, I don't care. I just want to see Tagruda absolutely thrash them because I think she's a really, really, really good horse.
Yeah. Just a fun fact: if you watch back the King George video or race, there are 2 chaps in white shirts on the inside, and one of them does sort of a fist bump. This guy right here, that's me. Got a very, very close-up view of Tagruda that day, and yes, I did back her, hence the fist bump. Basically, we are just looking for a horse to come second to Tagruda tomorrow, so either in a betting without market each way, or, as Michael alluded to, a forecast. For me, that horse would be Tapestry, who, if you look at her Irish Oaks performance, at the finish, her saddle was right round her backside, which must have been an absolute nightmare for her to run with, but she still made up really good ground towards the end of the race. Joseph O'Brien had pretty much nothing to hold on to, but it's amazing he stayed up, and it was a fantastic ride from him. But Tapestry, I think 11-1 could be a decent each way price. I can't imagine you're going to get any bookmakers paying quarter of the odds, but still fifth of the odds, you're sort of getting just over 2-1. Isn't the worst bet in the world. Volume's going to be the pace angle for sure. She's usually tough to pass. Out of the rest, I can't get excited about all of them at all. I was shocked to find out that Talent's almost eligible for a few handicaps now. So she's regressed slightly since winning the Oaks. But yeah, it is all about Tagruda tomorrow. I'd be so disappointed if there was any other result other than Tagruda being far too good for this lot. Adam, I'm going to put my neck on the line and say it's the same from you.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Tagruda wins this. I think volume for me will chase her home. I can see the argument with Tapestry, but I just think that volume could potentially be the pace angle and could be given in the Oaks. She was given a brilliant ride by Richard Hughes, and I think he could do the same here. It's amazing that Tagruda is this year's Oaks winner and is 1-4, and you've got last year's Oaks winner Talent who's 40-1, and it kind of I kind of feel sorry for Talent because she could have gone to the breeding paddocks at the end of last season, but they kept her in training this year, and she's just been so. I feel sorry for the horse. It's like, I mean, the value's going in the breeding shed, so it's for me it's Tagruda's going to win, but I think volume chases her home. So there you go.
The pace angle. Thank you to everyone that's tweeting in your favourite memories, by the way. Some of them good for us, some of them not so good for me, Private Sean. We appreciate all of them. If you've got a favourite memory throughout any length of time, it could have been yesterday's video, it could have been the first video that we ever did when we were nervous little children, especially Michael anyway. But yeah, any
I thought it was more me. It was me who was the most nervous.
Say Michael.
It's like, no.
I think if you look back at the oldest video, we all look like little children. Like, we just look about 5 years old.
Yeah. What was it? Who have I gone for in this one? But yeah, just get your selections in for tomorrow, fancies, questions, or whatever, and favourite memories as well, because I'm having a good chuckle at a few of them. And my curtains are again getting abused by the goat guy. Is absolutely relentless. I'll read that out a bit later on, Goat Chap. We'll move on to the next race. The Sir Henry Cecil and EBF Galtres Stakes. A wide open race. I said beforehand, it seems not right that Moment of Time isn't in this race. Like, this is sort of her kind of standard, and she usually mixes it with these horses. But Moment of Time's not here. Momentous is, but I'm really struggling as what way to look for win purposes. Adam, I'll throw you into the fire first with this.
Okay. Well, there's a horse in this race that I have liked since debut, and it's Stella Bellissima, who is a typical John Gosden who will build up slowly, and won a nice maiden. It's Guapa who's in second, and Guapa's a nice horse himself. I don't think she was at home at Goodwood, and I still thought she ran really well behind Miss United, and I think your 1.5 miles will suit her perfectly. And she could potentially be one for the Park Hill as well next month at Donny over mile 6. So it's I'm not going to say quite, actually I'll say quite confidently, Stella Bellissima for me. Really like her.
So that's a lay of the day then.
Yep.
Michael, your selection.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go for a horse that beat Stella Bellissima last time out. Well, it's been mixed between two. Let's talk about Arabian Comet, who's been really... I don't like the race. It's really difficult. Nova Protector, I think, carries a lot of weight, new connections. I just think it's a big ask. As I think Arabian Comet represents a very consistent horse. Obviously, 1-2 starts ago over this distance, and then was outplayed really by Miss United. And you know, if it wasn't Miss United, I'm sure Arabian Comet would have won. But Miss United will never give up. She'll never let anything pass. You know, it really took some really classy horses in the Ascot Gold Cup to do so. So I think that's really, really good form, even though Miss United was probably carrying an injury during the last half a furlong. The other one that interests me a bit is Quiz Mistress, who I think has been running quite well recently. Just behind the placings really. Silksari only beaten 3.5 3¼ lengths, and also only beaten a length and 3/4 in the Old Newton Cup behind de Rigueur, beaten a length by Sultanina. I think this horse, is just like under the radar a bit. Richard Hughes takes the ride, so I think Quiz Mistress, if there's nothing that really, Starlet and Stella Bellissima are the ones that have got the most improvement. And I think Quiz Mistress is not really, at that age, is not going to improve. But I think that she's got a really decent chance, and I think it's a big price at 14-1. But I do think Arabian Comet is the most solid horse in this race, and I think, in fairness, 11-2 is actually quite a big price.
Yeah, Arabian Comet probably brings the best form to this race anyway, especially with the Miss United form last time. Miss United's a very, very good horse. Probably quite sad that we're not probably not going to see her anymore. But there's no shame in losing to her, especially bringing that kind of form into this field. But before that, Ascot beats a horse that I'm a huge fan of. I was getting quite a bit of weight from, but a horse called Kikonga, who I'm a big, big fan of, and she's a really, really tough filly. So for Arabian Comet to beat her and then progress to finish second behind Miss United shows that there's a great deal of progression. She's still a young horse. William Haggis's yard are in fine form. Joe Fanning is riding probably the best he's ever ridden, period, at the moment. So, yeah, Arabian Comet for me would be quite a confident selection in that race, actually. As we move on to the last, a lovely filly's handicap over 7 furlongs. Again, Michael Andrews' speciality. I don't know how he can have a speciality in this race, but Michael, be my guest.
Yeah, I've struggled. Like, really, really struggled. I don't even know where to start, I must admit. Dutch Rose obviously loves York, but didn't run very well last time, and I think perhaps is really, really handicapped to the hilt now. 9 stone 12, that's a lot of weight to carry against some uninspiring horses, I have to admit. The only one that has caught my attention was Enraptured, but I thought it was quite a disappointing run last time out behind Kashika. But then in the same breath, you've got to say that was after a really long absence and could strip fitter here. So I think Enraptured is possibly the one that enraptures my attention in this race. And I just can't really get involved in any of the others. I think Sparkle Factor has got more of the Dermot Well factor. I think perhaps that's the reason that one's price is so short. The form isn't outstanding. But maybe I'm wrong. Wedding Ring, I thought as well. You've got to consider that's actually he won. Didn't he win a group race last year? I think.
Yeah.
He won a group
classic out of Maidan like that, I think.
Placed in a classic, didn't it? I can't remember. Ran some really decent races last year.
Apologies, won 1,000 guineas trial in Maidan.
Okay. There we go. That's it. So Wedding Rings possibly, but looked handicapped to the right mark really the last couple of times. So that's not really inspiring. And I think Enraptured could be interesting. So yeah, I think Enraptured would be my choice. 3-year-old carrying 8 stone 7 down the bottom.
Yeah, this is probably one of my stronger fancies of the day in Bragging, who looked a really, really nice horse and winning last time out at Newmarket, beating Wedding Ring when doing so. But she just looks a horse that's a classic Sir Michael Stoute, slowly improving, making it through the ranks. If she wins tomorrow, then obviously she's going to have to go into group company. But she still looked a bit green when she hit the front of Newmarket, however, still went clear. So it wasn't as if she was running around, didn't really know what to do. So for me, Bragging, even though it's 3-1 in a short price in a race of this caliber, I still think she could be a much better horse than a handicapper, and she probably already is a better horse than a handicapper. But a mark of 97's got the 3-year-old allowance, which helps no end. I think she could just be a good thing tomorrow, along with Tiggy Wiggy. As of the rest, I agree with Michael on Wedding Ring. It's a horse that I've liked for quite a while. Nakuti's also one that could possibly go well. Maybe the ground's might be a bit fast. You remember Nakuti winning on bottomless ground near enough at Newmarket a while ago. But other than that, it's not really a race that I can get too excited about. But no, I think Bragging could turn out to be a very, very good horse in sort of at the end of the season, next season.
I must admit, I'm surprised by how big a price Nakuti is actually, considering did win a decent race and then wasn't. Okay, the ground is probably against him, but was only beaten 3.5 lengths behind Safety Checker Goodwood on really fast ground. 33 to 1 is quite a big price in what is a very, very open contest, in my opinion.
And Nakuti was also second to Night of Thunder last year as well, so...
she just needs softer ground to be seen at her best, doesn't she, really? I mean, any rain overnight would be a huge positive for Naguti, for sure, but, yeah.
Not for any of the other horses that are back today.
But for me, bragging, and quite a confident selection on bragging as well. Adam Webb, are you with bragging?
I am, actually. I thought that Newmarket win, as you said, was really impressive, and I think here she's the one to beat. One at a bigger price than I actually put her up last time out. There's Ticking Katie, who's a course and distance winner on this ground. Joey Haynes takes off 3. I think she's actually quite a big each way price here. I think 18 is a good price. So bragging for win purposes, I'll put Ticking Katie up each way for the onto a winner with. I'll mention Pigeon Island again. We mentioned him last time when me and Luke were at the converted barn, and yeah, Martin's always watched our show, so thank you for his support. He also sends us prize by selection, so thank you, Martin.
Tonight though, you let us down, Martin.
Yeah, you forgot tonight.
It's a later show, so
it's fine.
Meant to stay out this long. That would be it tomorrow for as far as the races that we're going to be covering go. This will be your last chance to get any fancies in for tomorrow. Any questions that you want answered, if you're sort of questioning whether to go for a horse tomorrow, then we can give our expert analysis on that and any of your favourite memories from On the Other Hoof from the past year, because it is our first birthday. Have I mentioned that?
No, you've not.
I've mentioned it's our first birthday, actually. Michael, have you got a Naughty Lucky? Well, you've got a special Naughty Lucky 15 for us, haven't you?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I have. Special Naughty Lucky 15. Everybody waited there with bated breath for the rest of for the whole video. We'll start off with the Absinthe Callum and a horse that runs at York today, Bimbo. He gets the worst one. That one's not too offensive. We slowly get better. I run in the Yorkshire Oaks Talent.
Do you? Oh, right. Good luck with that.
You are a female, so.
Luke runs in Alas, Little Shambles.
Ooh.
It could be worse. I've had worse.
Oh no, that means I've got the worst.
And Adam, you go to Bath, and free entry.
Oh my God. Oh dear. That's oh my word.
Well, yeah, that sums up a year of Naughty Lucky 15s, I think. In
Free entry. Christ.
That's where the bar's been set solidly for the last year. Before we, shall we do naps first or a few sort of questions first?
Do naps first, and then we can build it.
Okay,
I just had a memory of a Naughty Lucky 15 horse. My favourite Naughty Lucky 15 horse, Dank.
Yeah.
Me and you just burst out laughing. Oh my word.
Lost it. Oh, I just remembered a favourite moment as well, but we'll get to that in a second. Adam, your nap for tomorrow.
I'm from Alexander. I'm very confident. I am very confident. So.
Mikael.
Is Gruder not acceptable?
No.
Gruder.
I know you had read Sherlock. But...
You can have Gruder if you put her in a multiple.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just go Bronze Angel. Bronze Angel.
Yeah. I was tempted to go with Bronze Angel actually, but
why do you nap together? It wins.
Yeah, Bronze Angel, boom. Bronze Angel. Although we are very good when napping together.
We are great together.
Yeah, we have good naps together.
Yeah.
I think I've said too much. Scotty Diva, whatever. That's what Michael is, a diva. You guys are brothers. Question for the 305 at York. What long shot do you like the look of as big odds have been won in the past? The last 3 years, big odds horse that has won that. I'm with Boom and Bust actually. That I said a bit earlier on. I think 25 to 1 is a far too big a price about a horse that's been running in much better quality of races than this. And completely forgotten the name. Joe Doyle, sorry Joe, takes off 5 tomorrow. I think Boom and Bust could be well worth a few pennies each way. You guys, anything at a price?
I think I mentioned Santa Fizio. I think that one is a potential one that could pop up and is one of the big price horses. But I'm pretty sure Bronze Angel has got this.
Yeah, you could just go that way with Bronze Angel. Just boom. Adam, big price one.
One at a big price. I don't know this year. I mean, the last 3 years, yeah, but I can't really say Gabriel's CAC has a big price. So, just looking down, if the rain does come, Top Notch Tonto could be a big price. I wouldn't back him, but I think he could be overpriced if the rain comes, and if it doesn't, he'll be a non-runner. So,
Yeah, that's fair enough. Jamie Brownlow, as always, has got in touch. Thank you very much, Jamie. Tomorrow card for you: York 155, Cool Company and Vimy Ridge. The 230, Tiggy Wiggy. Good man. The 340. Guess who's gone for in the 340?
Tagruda!
Tagruda. The 305, Red Ave. I guess it's Red Avenue. And so good luck with them, Jamie. Kai Wills, who has been watching from the start since the very first video, so thank you very much, Kai. Happy anniversary, boys. Is Adam going to get dressed as Barbie girl?
Yes.
If only.
I don't have a costume. Oh my word.
That's the only other Secret Santa.
Oh no. Oh.
And he's also got a question as well. Question for the panel: the chances of Anthem Alexander. I like Tiggy Wiggy, but after hearing Pat's comments, I'm all over Anthem Alexander. I think we've said enough about that race really along the show, haven't we? I don't really think 6 furlongs is what Anthem Alexander wants. I think she's a bit of a speedball, so 5 would be perfect, but a bit tentative over 6. I think Tiggy Wiggy is going to be more suited to it, if I'm honest. But you guys seem to think otherwise with Anthem Alexander. Phil Dinsdale, an avid watcher. Congratulations on guys on your first birthday. It's a great show. May there be many more. Thank you very much, Phil, for your continued support. The beautiful Rebecca Matthews says, happy on the other HOOF anniversary. You've all worked so hard with the videos. Have we? Have we worked that hard? You guys have worked hard watching us, because we're a tough watch for an hour. Especially on the end. Adam didn't respond to that one. A favourite moment from Kieran McGinley, also known as Monkey Tips. Breeding pornography has to be in there, and that was.
That's one of my favourites.
That was Thunder, wasn't it?
Night of Thunder is breeding pornography.
Yeah. Richard Taylor comes with a question: has there been any evidence of an optimum draw at York this festival? Probably near side.
Yeah, I'd go with that. But then again, in that sprint, most of them were stand side. But yeah, I can see the point. But then on the round course, we've got a handicap tomorrow, and you tend to want to be drawn low. So unless you're Farage and they go absolutely no pace like they did in John Smith's Cup, then I can see them going end-to-end gallop. So
on the straight course, you want to be stand side.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd be going for. Jamie Brownlee back again, talking up Cool Company. Really likes Cool Company, doesn't he? Says best looking horse. He's the Valdez of the flat, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I'm just a bit worried about Cool Company getting a bit crowded. He just seems to want to be a flat, a small field bully for me anyway.
Yeah.
But luck with that, Jamie. Jermaine, also known as Goatman, is my favorite moment of your show is when you stole your nan's curtains. See, now last night it were his nan's curtains. Like now he's just first accusing me of being a thief. Secondly, he's abusing me of being friends of his nan. How close we are, but then I'm stealing stuff from old ladies. Disgraceful, Jermaine. No, goat. Tom Easton, his favourite nap of the year, favourite moment is spade power, apparently. I think that's Tom, and you're going for Slade Power when we all napped him. But Adam, at Royal Ascot, I think everyone was on Slade Power that day, so well done with that. Rebecca Matthews back in again, who has made a few cameo appearances on this show.
That's one of my favourite moments when Jake Ackister asked you how could you pull a bird as attractive as that, and she sat right next to you.
Yeah, she's not here today, don't worry about that. How many furlongs did Gruder win by tomorrow?
Didn't we all agree it was Acaster? And he said it was Acaster.
Oh, sorry, Acaster.
Just call it what we want. Becca says, how many furlongs does Tagruda win by tomorrow? I'll say 1.5.
You say what?
1.5 furlongs.
Oh, I'll go 1.
I'll go about, I reckon about 10 lengths.
I'll say 7 lengths.
7 lengths, fair enough. Michael?
15.
15. Wow, you're going big. Jamie Brownlow back again. He's always back. 305 away on Lafan and Red Avenger. Alex Strait, the highlight of the year has to have been Night of Thunder for the Guineas, keeping the faith in the Greenland. Another time where we were all on Night of Thunder at 40-1, which was a bloody good time for the show.
Yeah.
I think we all benefited from that. So well done for getting involved, Alex. Thank you very much for tweeting in. And Sean's come in. His favourite memory, well, that would be Luke Elder saying Sylvan Yaka Conti was the place lay of the year at Aintree. I still wouldn't back it. I'm still in denial that it won that race.
Well, I have an interesting memory from that. I was stood with Tom Wobb, who proceeded to kiss me at the fact that the horse had won, and then apologised to me back to me. I'm really sorry I did that. I was like, fine.
Oh, Adam Bingo. Adam's done a Wobby impression.
I've never done it on the video. That's the first time I've ever done it on the video.
I don't know, you probably have.
Yeah.
Tim McEwen. A very special tweet in from Tim McEwen. We share an anniversary. It's my birthday too. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Tim.
Happy birthday.
Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, and thank you for wasting your birthday watching us on the other Well, we found you a few winners, and happy birthday. I hope you had a brilliant day.
I've got another question from Jamie Brownlow. What do you think of a 1, 2, 3 in the Yorkshire Oaks? First to Gruder, second volume for Tapestry. What do you think? I'd go with that.
I'd switch around Tapestry and volume.
Fair enough. Competition TriCast it is.
To Gruder volume and then Tassaday.
Ooh. Private Sean's tweeted in saying he fancies Tassaday. Well, I don't know if he actually fancies Tassaday, but he just shouted, Tassaday!
He did a similar thing to me. He just shouted Energizer at me, so I think he's having a Godolphin loving tomorrow.
Energizer.
He's only like abroad. He only likes horses that are actually originally from abroad. If they're from abroad, Private Sean likes them.
And if they're not from abroad, tough.
Yeah.
Bill Dinsdale, well done, my friend. One of my favourite memories that I missed out a bit earlier on. What are we? Have we got any guesses about mine and Phil's favourite moments?
Oh God.
Oh, is this the Ramford Pete?
No, not that.
No.
I'll give you guys a clue.
Callum's cat and Matt the Horseman 12 has also tweeted in no mention of Callum Riddell's cat.
There we go.
I also have another moment that's similar where Luke goes to Callum. Callum, your cat's there. It's my mum.
Yeah. It's good times.
That was a good one. That. Yeah, Callum's cat is one of my favourite moments as well. I think if Callum had a highlight throughout the whole year, I think Pinot de Rey would be high for him in the Grand National at 100-1, and then 50s, and then 33s again, and then 25s. And did any of us back him? Michael did. We did. Me and Luke didn't. And he'd been going on for about 4 months. And the original message he sent us was, "This race doesn't look very good this year. Pinot de Rey could be the value." It's like, oh, wish I'd listened. But in hindsight,
yeah. Well, that is all that I've got for memories and fancies and questions for tomorrow. You had quite a lot. Thank you very much for watching today. Have any of you guys got anything else to add on top of that?
Thank you to everyone who's watched. And it's not just... It's a bit weird because I was speaking to Wally Bell today, and he actually said to me that you've been going a year and it's great what we're doing, and he actually said to us, keep it up and you never know where you may end up. And I was like, oh, thanks, Ollie. And I know watches our show, and he actually said that other members of Racing UK watch our show, so I was kind of like, wow, it's not just would be noticed.
We've had compliments from Lydia Hislop before. Lydia's a good friend of the show.
Yeah.
So work on that, Lydia. But yeah, no, it's great that anyone, no matter where they are in racing, can watch the show and have a cheap laugh at Adam's expense.
Shut up.
I got a couple of just one question. I'm not sure who Jamie Brownlow was talking about. One of the horses I was talking about in the last race, he said, "What about Tick and Katie in the 450?"
That was me.
Got some.
Each way.
He's asking me about her. I don't know what it was. I don't know what horse that had form with it. Was it Enraptured or one of the other horses I was talking about? I'm not really sure. I think that was all I got about that. By the way, Sean, I do not love you, and I'm not going to say it on air. Yeah, just the same as what everybody else has said. No, it's been a great year, and I'm like the youngest, so it's been really weird for me. I'm like 3 years younger than everybody else, so it's been a proper experience. So yeah, thanks for everyone who watches, etc.
Yeah, and
When
that,
you're on, that is.
but that would seem like a bloody good time to end the show, wouldn't it, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, I'm up in Leeds. I'm up in Leeds tomorrow, in sort of near York, but I'm actually working instead of going racing, which is annoying. But Adam, you're going racing, aren't you?
Not tomorrow.
No, you're not going. Oh, Callum is.
No. Callum is. So if you see Callum at York, go and say hi to him, and he'll say hi back. Or he may tell you to go away, but who knows?
But yeah, that is all we've got time for on tonight's on the other hoof. As we've said a million times, thank you very much for watching. The show would not be worth doing without you guys. We've had almost 20,000 views in the last year, which for 4 internet bloggers isn't too bad, I don't think. Here's to another really good year on the other hoof, and from everyone here, goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, God's sake!
Yeah, it's a classic!
Oh.